Hello and welcome again to another episode of the Long Gone News of Rock Show. Today, we're going to talk about one of those classic heavy metal bands of all time. We're talking about Twisted Sister. Now, as a kid, discovering Twisted Sister was actually pretty easy. They broke big with the song We're Not Gonna Take It, and everywhere you went, it was played. And that was kind of my introduction to Twisted Sister. So, while it was on the Stay Hungry album, which wasn't their first, it was a little bit down the line, I was blown away. Like, when you're an impressionable young kid and you're hearing those lyrics, and you're arguing with your parents or you're pissed off at school or whatever, that song just seemed to be your anthem. It's a great tune, it really. And even to this day, I still rock out to that record, and I sit there and think like, this is a fucking great tune. That wasn't the first record that I bought of Twisted Sister. In fact, the first record I bought was this record right here, Under the Blade. Now, this may very well be the very first record I ever bought with my own money, and it was $5 from Andromeda Music in Gawler Place in Adelaide. And the reason why I got it so cheap, it was actually $10, and I saw this mark on it. I don't know if you can see this mark here, this big like white line. And so I said to the guy at the counter, I said, "Hey man, like there's this big white line on it. Is this record really scratched?" And the guy goes, "I don't know, let's listen to it." And he puts it on and we listen to it. And there were some crackles and pops and things like that. And it jumped once where he says, "Oh, are we entertaining?" It just went, "Oh, are we tane?" like that. And I was just like, whoa, whatever. And so anyway, he said, "You can have it for $5 if you want it." And so I bought it, $5. I got it home, I put it on my stereo, I gave it a good clean with a anti-static cloth, and the scratch was gone. Just like that. It still crackles and pops because it's a really old record and it is a picture disc. But yeah, this is the very first record that I think that I bought with my own money. On picture disc of all things. Now, when you're young and a kid, you don't really understand how bad picture discs are sound quality wise, but you see it and you go, that looks fucking rad. And it's $5, so of course you're going to grab it. I love this record though. I think What You Don't Know is easily one of the greatest openers. Like just the way it starts. That down, 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 good evening, ha 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 ha. Like it's so good. It is the perfect opening track. And then after that, you got Bad Boys of Rock and Roll, Run for Your Life, Sin After Sin, great song. Shoot 'Em Down. There was swearing in Shoot 'Em Down. And I remember the first time I had the record on, I heard that and I was like, can't let my mum hear that. I was a kid, man. So there you go. Destroyer, Under the Blade, Tear It Loose, and Day of the Rocker. Day of the Rocker is a slow jam. Probably my least favorite on the record, but Tear It Loose is so good, man. Tear It Loose, what a song. Under the Blade's great too, but yeah, awesome record. But after buying that one, as the years went on, I actually bought a different version of it because it had an extra track called I'll Never Grow Up Now. And I hadn't heard that song, and this is before the day you could just download anything. So I was like, holy shit. So I bought this. This is actually remixed. So it sounds a lot different in a way to the picture disc. So I'm not sure which one I like better, really. I don't know if I like the really thin sounding raw one or whether I like the beefed up remix. I think they both have their special place in my heart for me because, this was the first record that I bought with my own money, and this one just sounds awesome. I'll never grow up. It's a good song. Really, really cool song. There's your back cover. You Can't Stop Rock and Roll. This is another great record with another great intro. Like, The Kids Are Back is such a great opener. Again, what is it with their openers, man? Like, seriously, Twisted Sister nailed the opening track. Always. And, yeah, Kids Are Back, Like a Knife in the Back, Ride to Live, Live to Ride, I Am, I Me is that's a great song too. Power and the Glory, We're Gonna Make It, I've Had Enough, I'll Take You Alive, You're Not Alone, and You Can't Stop Rock and Roll. Solid record, man. Really, really solid record. There you go. Got their stage get up and their denim get up. Very cool. But yeah, man. This is a great record. Stay Hungry. There it is. The album with We're Not Gonna Take It. And the other hit single, I Wanna Rock, on there, which is cool. It's great. I mean, This is a solid record. I remember the song Horatoria at the beginning, like the I love that. I love that intro. It's so cool. But Stay Hungry, another great opener. Dee Snider's voice on this record is incredible. Like, that dude has such a range, and it's so powerful the way that he sings. Like, the guy is just a machine. So much power in that voice. And yeah, then you got Horatoria, like I said, Captain Howdy Street Justice. I Want to Rock, The Price, Don't Let Me Down, The Beast, and SMF. You're an SMF. Another great song. Get all the lyrics and stuff, inner sleeves and stuff. But yeah, there's the back cover. But yeah, Stay Hungry, man. There's a reason this record sold a lot, and it's because it's freaking awesome the whole way through. So this is a great record. Still listen to it all the time because it's just so good. In fact, I listen to all these records a lot because it's Twisted Sister. Come Out and Play. This is awesome. This is the very first time I ever saw a pop-up record cover. And there we go. Very, very cool. And I love this graffiti on the back. I remember seeing it in that book, Subway Art. Remember that book, Subway Art? Every time the library got it in, it got stolen. People would just steal it. That book never lasted a day in any library ever because people always stole it. And Subway Art is a great, great book. If you've never seen Subway Art, look it up. It's a really good graffiti book. And yeah, this is in there. This mural's in there. I drew this on one of my school diaries. I remember that. Drew this logo like this, and then drew this. Yeah, I was really into Twisted Sister, like I still am. But yeah, I love this cover. Don't you love this cover though? The pop up, like how cool is that? So around this time, there was a music video released, which was like come out and play the videos or something like that. There's the inner sleeve, and it had videos for Be Cruel to Your School, Leader of the Pack. But I remember we watched that video all the time. Like a friend of ours, Darren, he was a massive Twisted Sister fan, and he had the videotapes. And so he lent them to us, and we watched them, and we just watched those things over and over again. I remember the video, Be Cruel to Your School's got Alice Cooper in it because he sings on the song. It's a cool video, like zombies and stuff like that, like Return of the Living Dead. And yeah, really, really cool. That's a great song, by the way, if you've never heard Be Cruel to Your School. I mean, it's total rock and roll, not really metal, but it doesn't really matter because Twisted Sister are just a fantastic band. Leader of the Pack, I remember speaking to some people when I was in line at one of the gigs that I was in, possibly the Metallica show, and they were saying that they hated that song, Leader of the Pack. I like that song because, I mean, I love the Shangri-Las anyway, but I really like that song. I thought that song is a great song, and, you know, it's just funny. And the music video is funny as well. Like after the car crash, you see like go past, there's like a skeleton in the car. It's pretty funny. You remember that? I thought it was cool. But yes, Twisted Sister, Come Out and Play, another solid record. The last Twisted Sister album, I believe this was supposed to be a Dee Snider solo record. And then it just ended up being another Twisted Sister record. Again, nailing it with the intros. Wake Up the Sleeping Giant is a fantastic song. Like, that always made it onto mixtapes. It was like, you need this song in your life. Whoever I made a mixtape for, it's like, you got that song. You know you got that song if you got a mixtape off me. And it was all metal. You got that song whether you wanted it or not. Hot Love, I think, is one of the best songs on this record. Yeah, it reminds me a bit of like, you know, the glam rock era, but I don't care because it's a fantastic song. And I actually love that era of music anyway. I love glam rock and hair metal, whatever you want to call it. Lovers for Suckers, another great tune. I'm So Hot for You, Tonight, Me and the Boys, One Bad Habit. I want one bad habit. I like to rock and roll. I Want This Night to Last Forever. You're All That I Need. And Yeah, Right. Again, a solid record. I know a lot of fans are on the fence of this record, but I love this record. I think this record's fantastic. So, and by the way, props to Mark the Animal Mendoza, who was also in the Dictators. Another awesome band. The last thing I'm going to show you of Twisted Sister, I actually don't have any of their 7-inches, believe it or not. I don't know why I don't have any Twisted Sister 7-inches. I don't. But I found this in Japan, and I was pretty stoked when I found it because I knew about it. I'd never seen it on vinyl before. The very first record store I went to in Japan, Rico fan in Shibuya, I walked in and there it was. Just there. And I was like, oh my God, I've wanted this record for a long time. I mean, look at this. You've got Lit doing I Want to Rock. You've got Motorhead doing Shoot 'Em Down. National Pussy doing a great version of The Kids Are Back. 9 Days doing The Price. Chuck D doing Wake Up the Sleeping Giant. Anthrax doing Destroyer. Overkill doing Under the Blade. Cradle of Filth doing The Fire Still Burns. Vision of Disorder doing Don't Let Me Down. The Step Kings doing Burn in Hell. Fu Manchu doing Ride to Live, Live to Ride. That's a perfect song for Fu Manchu to cover. Ride to Live, Live to Ride. Joan Jett, Sebastian Bach and Friends doing You Can't Stop Rock and Roll. Hammerfall doing We're Gonna Make It. Seven Dust doing I Am I Me. And Twisted Sister doing the AC/DC cover of Sin City. Worth the price tag alone. It's on pink vinyl. Look at this. How cool is pink vinyl? Very cool. So yeah, double LP, pink vinyl, fantastic. I think this cost me like 1,000 yen, like $10. So I was blown away. I was like, couldn't believe it that I saw it there. Finally, I've been looking for this for a long time. Twisted Forever, a tribute to the legendary Twisted Sister. Now, I never got to see Twisted Sister live. In fact, the only time I'd ever had a chance to was I was in California and I was having a holiday and Twisted Sister were playing in Las Vegas. And I was like, fuck, you know, I really want to go to Las Vegas. And the logistics of my trip and everything, I couldn't make that trek to Las Vegas to see Twisted Sister. And it just bummed me out because I was, you know, I mean, it's a 5-hour drive from LA, right? 4 hours, 5 hours or something. And it's like, damn it, I couldn't get there. I couldn't get to Las Vegas to see Twisted Sister on such short notice. But I have seen Dee Snider live. Thanks to Hardline Media, they brought Dee Snider out to Australia, and it was an awesome, awesome show. It was at the Croxton Ballroom here in Melbourne. And it was as good as it was going to get. It really was. Like, it was just, Dee sounded fantastic. His backing band was fantastic. And yeah, he just killed it. Just absolutely slayed it. And it was awesome. Such a good show. That was a great night. A really, really good night. I'm so glad I went to see that because, you know, Twisted Sister are never going to play out here. But Dee Snider did. And so that was the closest we were going to get. But that sums up my life with Twisted Sister. It's not a huge, decorated, you know, crazy life. It's just that I love their records. I wanted to share them with you all because I feel that in this day and age, 2024, Twisted Sister aren't getting enough love. So I'm here to change that. Twisted Sister, awesome band. Go out and buy their records. If not them, get something else awesome. Just spend it on something cool. It's your money anyway, so do what you want with it. But look after yourselves. Take care of each other. I'll see you in another video. Take care. Bye-bye.